Welcome back to Roni's Remedy Podcast. I'm Roni, and I've got your remedy for life's problems. So today's guest is my good friend Nurse Jackie, but she's actually not a nurse. I just call her Nurse Jackie because she works at the nursing facility, right? So here's Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm the head of education, community, and volunteer at Yuma Nursing Center.
Awesome. So are you from Yuma?
I am not from Yuma.
So
I'm from California.
You're from California?
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you tell us about the nursing facility?
Okay, so we're a skilled nursing facility. We also have a rehabilitation center in there along with a memory care unit. So we're one out of two in Yuma that has a memory care unit. What I've done there, I've created a volunteer program.
So not to interject, I remember when you started it.
Yeah.
Like when you were just, so me and her met on a previous radio show. I remember when you started it, you were just kind of getting into your groove with it. You were going to go to the local high school district and pitch the idea, and it's just grown so much. So how do kids get involved and what does it do?
So thankfully, the district got a hold of me. So I'm now involved with the high schools. We now actually got Gila Ridge's pharmacy tech program to do the shadowing part at our facility. So that's a big deal. We just had group 2 finish.
Okay.
And we also again have the kids do the volunteer year round. So we just had our last one for the year completed last week. So now we're going to go into the summer program.
So what is there like a deadline?
No, for summer program, I'll start advertising it around end of May, June, and that's open to everyone. So that's not just the high schools. As long as you're 14 and you come in, do the paperwork, get the process rolling, and then come in for orientation, and then I'll put you in for the summer break.
So what do these kids do? What do you make them do? Are there like departments?
Yeah, so there's different departments. So they all love activities.
Bingo. They get to play bingo.
So they'll do activities, they'll do the kitchen, they'll help around in the kitchen. The new one that we added is restorative. So it's like a physical therapy. They're able to assess and do like exercises with them and do shadowing and help them out. So that one's a really big one that they've done during the school year. Aside from that, clerical work. So I have a lot of girls do marketing events with me. So
you're all over social media. You're always like, we're here. So these teens, correct, are coming to the facility. And then volunteering around the facility to help with the patients.
Correct.
And you.
Yeah.
You're like free labor. All right. So why would they want to do this though?
So a lot of them are just building work ethic skills. A lot of them for the summertime, it's a big one just because there's nothing to do around the summer. Yeah. And there's not a lot of resources for kids to develop those skills. And a lot of them can use it as their resume and can use it to get jobs. I had a few of them from Yuma Catholic. Was like, hey, I worked in the kitchen. I'm going to apply at Buffalo Wild Wings. Can I use you as a reference? So a lot of people, a lot of places and people won't hire without experience, but it's volunteering. I mean,
and that's very true.
Help them.
We just made my 16-year-old's resume like 2 days ago. Time to get to work.
Yeah.
And I was like, you never had a job. What are we supposed to put? And he's like, well, I did volunteer at 24/7, the gym. And then he volunteered at Luke's Casino when Bo worked there, kind of like, and it was for student council stuff. And so I was like, you're right, we can put that. So this would be great for them.
Yeah, so they can do that. They can do activities. Like I said, it's for them to kind of gain the experience, not one just with work ethic, but to say they want to go into the nursing field or if they want to do something else that's like clerical or admin or anything like that. And now they have a way to access experience through physical therapy.
Cool.
So now they can see if they want to go that route as well.
Physical therapist. Wow. So how long has the program been going on?
It's going to be a year in June. A lot grew.
The growth is like astronomical.
Yeah, we had over 200 kids apply during the school year. So I'm excited to see what's going to go for the fall. But for summer, again, it's open to everyone. It's not just for the schools. As long as you're 14 and up, you can just come in. I'll start promoting it, like I said, sometime at the end of May.
Is there a wait list?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now. But once I start getting that out, I mean, the quicker you put in your application.
That's right. Then you get in. And this is such a good thing. It keeps kids out of trouble.
It does.
That's why when I first heard about this, I was like, this is amazing. Because you're right. There's not a lot to do here in Yuma.
There's not.
Especially over the summer for kids, except sit there and play video games.
And I've been so fortunate, like with you and then other resources. And I've got into, like I said, the district of the high schools and then also the charter schools. So that's been a big one for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've came in and kind of done their own field trips and their tours
at
the facility. So it's just really nice to see the involvement in the community for that as well. And now that they can do it as a clinical site for whichever programs we're going to go with starting in the fall, that's a big one as well.
Yeah, well, I'm super happy for you. I'm sure it wasn't easy. It's a lot of talking, a lot of paperwork, but like you're doing it and you're helping the youth, which is so important.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's been a year of a lot of ups and downs, but we got there, and I'm just excited to see the kids grow. And especially, I have one of them that comes out with me in every event that we do. Actually, I have two of them that we're just always on top of it. And they're like, when's the next event? When can we do this? Because we do a lot of the community events like Alzheimer's. We just did the Relay for Life. So anything that is engaging, that they can get that hands-on experience, I'm all for it. So I love it.
Thanks for helping our youth of today, because they need mentorship and they need help.
Yeah, and then we're also trying to get with the community colleges as well. So I'm trying to have that integrated into the facility. So my purpose is to make it a well-rounded teaching facility. So we can host our clinical sites as well. So it's work in progress now.
You can come back in a year and tell us, you're like, we're worldwide. All right, so now we're going to answer some advice questions. And, you know, me and Nurse Jackie here, we're friends. And we text often about all of our life's problems. And so I'm like, you got to be on this show because you're real and you talk about real things. So I have a new toy for the show. I made this like little at-home vase.
Oh, how exciting.
And inside here are all the Roni's Remedy questions. And so I just cut them up. It took me a few hours yesterday. And so now our guest is going to pick one and then we'll just read it and we'll answer it.
I'm nervous.
You're scared? Sorry, there's nothing will bite you. All
right, let's see.
Here we go. Okay.
That's one? Okay.
Yep, here we go.
Am I reading it?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
She's like, what are you doing to me?
My husband wants to take a job in another state. He said he would be able to retire early and it's worth it for our family. I can't leave my job and I don't want to have a long distance marriage. It's not what I signed up for. He sprung this on me. I feel like I have to be supportive when I'm really not. I don't want to stop him from his goals, but I feel like he's not putting our relationship first. How do I explain this to him? Miles apart. Oh, that's a hard one.
Go ahead.
Oh, geez.
So I always just envision myself like in their shoes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're an empath. Yeah. So you can imagine if you were married and they're like, okay, I really want to take this job. Now, you know, it's for the betterment of your family, but this means like, are they moving or is the guy just moving?
No, they're not, I believe they're not sure yet. She just said that he just wants to take the job in another state.
But she doesn't want to.
But she doesn't want to.
So
she doesn't want to stop him from his goals.
That's right. So.
Oh man, I feel like that one for me personally is a little hard.
Okay.
Because I think I would be the person on the other end to, hey, I got another job. Do you want to go?
Okay. So you would be cool traveling like that?
That would be fine. I mean, I used to travel in the past for my previous jobs. So I know what it's like, but I also know the hardship it took on relationships.
Exactly. I was going to say, have you ever done long distance?
It wasn't long distance, but at that moment we were juggling 3 kids. Whoa. So we had 2 littles and then my son. And during that time, it was a lot. I was in Tucson like every other week.
Wow.
So I know because we had sports, we had things going on, kids functions. I know that took a toll in that relationship.
Yeah.
But again, it was one of the things that's what I wanted career-wise, to grow and gain that experience. And it was like a really high moment in my career with building branches and getting that exposure and being able to get to where I was at that age.
Yes. Do
so
you regret it?
Oh, no, I don't regret it.
Okay, good.
I don't regret it. Do I think I should have been a little bit more considerate about my time management with family? Now, looking back at it, I could have done things a little bit different.
Well, you're much older and wiser now.
Yes.
You're not old, okay? She's not as old as me, but like you've got experience now.
I did.
Like about relationships.
Yeah, there's some things that I missed. I'm like, okay, I could have done that differently. I should have looked at it from his perspective and the kid's perspective.
But you didn't know what you didn't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know, and I didn't know kind of what I was missing out on until after the fact.
Yes.
Do I regret it? No, because I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer that things happen for a reason. You go through those experiences, whether they're good or bad or whoever comes in your life.
Yeah.
But I do feel that in something like this, it's a little bit more, you kind of have to look at the pros and cons.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to see like, okay, is this going to, how solid is the relationship?
Exactly.
That would be like maybe like one of the things that I would ask, like how solid is the relationship? Are you able to sustain that long distance? And how often are you going to be out of state?
So I can say for myself, I've tried long distance for like 3 months and it was horrible. Like I am not a long distance person. I know people that have done years of like, maybe they met online and then we're like, okay, we're going to work here, we're going to work here, and then we're going to join forces at some point. I was dating this guy when I was 18 here in Yuma. I moved to Phoenix to go to college, which I dropped out of. That's a whole nother story. So like I moved and we did not make it. Now, granted, I was 18, like this was not someone I was going to marry. But I didn't know that, you're like, we're going to make it work and you're going to come up there with me and you'll meet me. And we both, I think, cheated on each other within a month.
It's hard.
And it was lonely. It was lonely. And then, you meet other people and he meets other people. And so it's kind of like when people graduate high school and then they go off to their own colleges. I mean, how often does that really work? They're very like rare unicorn that it does. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
It's 1 in a million.
So for me, long distance doesn't work. Now, let me see. Now on this though, they're already married. This is a whole different ball game. So he wants to take a job. He'd be able to retire early, which is amazing. Like me and my husband are trying to teach our 16-year-olds save now. Get that money coming out of your paycheck now. Retire early now. I'm 40 and just starting this career. I'm like, don't be like me. I should be retiring right now, but I'm just starting because I didn't know. And so the option to retire early is amazing. Now she can't leave her job. She doesn't want a long distance marriage. It's not what she signed up for. He's just springing this. I mean, you do have to be supportive.
I do feel in just reading that, it's kind of like she's already set in stones without giving it the opportunity.
That's right.
It's like you kind of have to look at both sides. Like, okay, like this is happening. All right. You can always get a job somewhere else.
That's true.
Saying you can't is just like your ego talking, like, I don't want
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
But
you're saying basically be open-minded.
Be open-minded. Like you never know. Maybe it's like the best thing and maybe you want to move out of state. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't say what state.
Exactly. And this is what we call like obstinance. Like you think you know what's going to happen before you even experience it. So she's already like, oh no,
she's already manifesting failure.
She's manifesting negative things.
Yeah.
So explain this by, honestly, the question is, how do I explain this to him? You just say this to him. Like, this is how I feel. I feel like our marriage is doomed if you leave. How do we make it work?
Exactly. Or maybe they can go to therapy or maybe they can try something else.
Yeah. So
you'll never know until you give it the shot.
That's right. And then it might blow up or it might be like the best thing that ever happened to you.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, so.
Ooh, that was a good one.
All right, next one.
Oh, man. Okay. These are kind of tough.
Write it out. All right, here we go.
Married.
Oh, see, there's something's going on.
Oh, man. Okay. I am recently married and my husband is my son's stepfather.
Okay.
My son is a freshman in high school and wants to be a doctor. My husband feels playing football is a sure way for him to get a free ride through college. My son has zero interest in sports. My husband and I bicker about it because I don't want to force my son to play sports. How can we solve this? Tired of referring.
So what do you think?
I feel like, I mean, I don't know the context of the relationship. I don't know if they have like more kids involved. I mean, maybe he wants him to live his high school dream and kind of be like, hey, you should be the football player. Some kids are just not meant to play sports.
Agreed.
Like it's sad to say, and I know every parent wants their kids to be good at something.
Yeah, but
unfortunately, some people are just not meant to play sports.
I have nieces and a nephew that like none of them were into sports. Now, my son is like the sports kid. The 16-year-old, he's played every sport. It's almost like his persona. And now we're having to shift from sports to work, and he's not able to play the sports he used to play. And it's almost like he's like having an identity crisis, you know, because it's just hammered into him to be this sports kid, but it's always what he liked to do. Some kids are not going to play sports. Like sports isn't everything. No. It's really, really not.
It's great because you build like sportsmanship and teamwork and you learn how to be accountable and be on time and have rules, have developed structure. Yeah. But sometimes Kids like to game.
Yeah.
You know, and they're great at the computers.
Yeah. He could be like wanting to do student council. Like,
yeah, he could do so much more.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Recently what I found out, and it's funny because I was just talking to my son about it because he goes to AWC sometimes after school because he takes his classes at AWC. And he told me that there's like a gaming studio or a lab or like a building with gamers, and he used to be a hardcore gamer. I mean, he still games, but it was not as bad anymore.
Taking a step back, yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like sports and games. I mean, I wanted him to play all these sports and, you know, gaming was just his thing. He's just a smart kid. He learned how to hack and do all these things at like 10.
Wow.
Yeah, wild.
But so did my niece.
So it's like, you know, some people have that brain.
Yeah.
And it's like if they can get into, like I was mentioning, the gaming, I guess they can you can go into competitions.
That's right.
And earn.
You could go and make video games. Yeah. You know how much money you get for that?
You know how much money they make on YouTube?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't make any yet. We need more subscribers.
Years ago, my son was like, "Can I have a YouTube channel?" I was like, "No, that's weird." Oh my gosh. Now I know how much they make.
You were like, I regret that. We'd be millionaires.
So there we go. You know, can't shoot anything down. But I do feel that he's probably just kind of wanting him to live that high school dream that he had. And I get it. Like, that experience is great. Building, you know, like a little family and a bond in the football team.
But it's not the only way.
But it's not.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, immediately when you're like, sports is not for every kid. It's just not. So the husband wants him to play football for the free ride through college. But how do you, he has
what if he's not good?
It's like, he might suck. So, like, it says my son has 0 so he's just gonna walk on the field and like be the best kid.
What if he gets hurt?
Oh my gosh, you're smart. Injuries.
And I'm speaking from experience. My son had 3 concussions back to back in the last season. He no longer plays football because of that.
Yes. Yeah. And he played where?
At Gila Ridge.
Oh my gosh. So my son's all about football, and I'm like, I watch him and I'm like, oh my gosh.
You know, that poor kid can have like...
Because he doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to be there. But why are you going to make this kid do that? There's other ways to get scholarships. So the mom is like, how do we solve this? You know, she doesn't want to force her son to play sports. They're fighting about it. And the fact that he's the stepfather, it really doesn't matter.
Hey, he can join a volunteer.
There you go. And get that on his resume. But like,
program.
He wants to be a doctor, not an NFL player. So let's just let this kid find another way to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. I'd say, you know what, sports is kind of off the table. What are we going to force him to suit up and go on the field?
So whoever this was, if you're hearing it, you can volunteer at Yuma Nursing.
She's all plugged.
Yeah. He's bored. He can totally go.
You're tired of refereeing, then stop. And I would just say, I'm not forcing him to do anything. There's other ways to get scholarships. So that was
I agree.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
All right.
You can pick now.
No.
Oh, man.
Woo!
Oh, no, they're not.
Okay.
All right. That's still in a relationship. My boyfriend isn't romantic at all. He never opens the door, buys me flowers, or gives me compliments.
Yikes.
It's like he sees me as a guy friend. I want to be taken out and made feel special. How do I ask him to do this and not sound demanding? Not a tomboy. Well, first of all, she shouldn't be with him.
Not a tomboy. So that's your first, you're like, break up. That's it. Call it.
I don't know, man, because
it's a lot.
I'm sorry. If you don't open my door, or if you don't buy me flowers, or tell me anything.
Give me a compliment.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not big on flowers. I'm big on my last guest. We were talking about this. We're talking about acts of service. Like I've been married for 7 years.
Yeah.
And like, you're used to each other. We're like best friends. You know, I don't need the flowers. I need you to clean the bathroom. Like, do things like that. He compliments me all the time. He opens I remember when we first started dating, and he would like run to my side to open the door. Never had anybody do that for me before. I was like, what are you doing? Like, what's wrong? He's like, I'm opening your door.
Everyone needs to have like their non-negotiables.
Yes.
Right? That you know for sure at any given moment, whether you're 50, 60, 20, whatever age you want to be, like, you know that you require this in order to be in the relationship.
Yeah.
Because without it, then you're going to go off fumes.
And she's saying, like, I'm not a dude. Quit treating me like a dude. So honestly, it sounds like he's taking her for granted.
He is.
You know, he's taking her for granted. He's assuming she'll just be cool with all of this. But a lot of the times, guys, sorry guys, you don't know, like, sometimes how to treat a woman. Maybe he wasn't raised to know what it is to treat a female in the right way.
And that is unfortunate. And I feel sometimes women are shy to speak out their needs because they feel like they're going to be rejected. But just like you said, how are they going to know?
Yeah.
Like, they can't read our minds.
And see, her questions like, how do I do this without being demanding? It is not demanding to say, hey, I kind of want some intimacy. Yeah, like, this is intimacy.
Hey, hold my hand.
Hey, play with my hair. Like, whatever. You know, give me maybe not a dozen roses if you can't afford it. One rose.
Yeah.
Go pick a flower over the neighbor's lawn.
$5.99 at Fry's or Albertsons. Let me tell you.
I would send them to my boyfriend. Buy me these. But like, you're not being demanding. If you're missing that intimacy in just your early relationship, that's just red flags.
Like, I wonder how, it doesn't say how long they've been together.
Yeah.
But also, I wonder if they were friends before and it kind of stayed that way. And then it was like, hey, you want to be together? But like, he really just wanted the friendship.
So what I like about this show is we answer these questions, but I get to dive into like your history. Oh, so have you experienced this? Like someone being like, I don't need to compliment you. Or maybe just not making you feel special. Or you like, no, you were good.
You know what?
You're gonna buy me those flowers.
I think I'm pretty clear.
Good.
I feel like I'm very clear in like what I expect. I think as I've gotten older, I've made it more of a requirement. I think I kind of like, I made it, I don't want to say like she was demanding, but I was like, hey, I like this, and that.
But you're straight up.
Yeah.
I straight up telling you this is what I want out of a relationship. And if you do these things for me, like you'll also get the things you want, you know? It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. And then again, throughout time, like things change. You know, so people change, things change, goals change.
Well, I'm telling you, getting married, you know, going from that hot and heavy relationship to you get married and then it's like the honeymoon phase and then you have kids and then like the kids are in the bed with you. And it's been an up and down roller coaster with my marriage, but we work on it because we're married. And I've had to say, okay, I really want like a monthly date night. How hard is that? I was the one scheduling it, and then I get mad about that.
Because then you schedule it, and you're like, where's the effort?
It's just been a process with us. And so now, even if like now our time is like the kids go to bed and then we get to hang out, it might be a little late, that's what we do. He's in paramedic school right now. He's literally non-existent like in the house. That's not forever. I know it's not forever.
Don't want to get married.
Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, there's those relationships that just want to stay how they are. And
no
then
kids, no nothing. That's all cool too.
And then some other people want to have like the Brady Bunch family.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of those things where if that's how he's treating her now, what's their goal?
Like say that if they do get married, you know, and then he's just like, well, you're locked in now.
Yeah. See?
Legally, you're locked in.
So it's kind of like,
So just straight up ask how you want to ask me to do this and not sound demanding. You just go, honey, I really feel like we're not being like romantic. And I really like
it's all about the approach.
Correct. Your tone.
It's all about the approach and the tone. If you're gonna go in confrontational, then
like you suck.
Yeah, but like, okay,
we're breaking up. I'm dumping you.
But if it's like, you know, and like, hey, let's talk about it. Like, let me tell you how I'm feeling.
Yeah. And then hear that and then listen too. Like share, but then get the feedback.
And don't ignore the red flags if there's red flags.
This is a red flag. I'm waving the flag. This is fixable.
It is.
If he wants to fix it.
If he wants to fix it. And maybe he's not aware.
Correct. That's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like
sometimes I don't know how I'm being.
Yeah.
My husband's like, do you realize you're being this way? And I'm like, no.
I'm all about constructive criticism. Yeah. Like, tell me, but then tell me in a good day.
Tell me I might be mad at you for an hour, but then I'll get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let me, you want to throw it?
Yeah. Where do I throw it? That way?
Whatever camera you want.
Wrong one.
You didn't play sports, did you?
I didn't. I'm just kidding. I did. I played softball, actually.
Me too. What position?
I was a shortstop and I pitched.
I was pitcher and catcher.
Nice.
I loved pitching.
All right.
All right, here we go.
It's a long one.
Uh-oh.
My mother has anxiety, depression, and isn't social at all. She recently found out that she needs a hip replacement and is bedside herself. She has been suffering in pain for months, but she'd rather than get the surgery because there's no resistance to change. I become the parent constantly talking off the ledge. I can't take much more of this, so what do I do? Wow.
What do you think? If this was your parent. Where are your parents?
My parents are, well, my mom's in California and my dad passed away 11 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I think we shared about that. Mine passed away 4 years ago. And my mom's here in town. So, you know, we talk often. She was my first guest. Shout out, Mom. So it's difficult when you have to parent the parent. I honestly had to do that with my dad a lot. I had to parent my dad a lot because he just wasn't able to maybe mature, you know, in some ways, or take care of himself. And so I had to always be like, Dad, did you do this? I had to go get his medicine, you know, things like that. So I can kind of relate, you know, with how frustrating it can be.
I see it a lot. I personally haven't gone through something like this before. My mom's kind of out there. She's all over. Like, that lady has
traveled. Is she also a hippie like you?
No, but my mom's really out there.
Like, what's that mean? Like wild?
Like, she's wild.
Okay.
Like,
I gotta meet her.
She still thinks she's like in her 20s. That lady has gone all around the world.
I love it.
Like, she goes, and even if she doesn't find a partner, she'll go by herself,
which is scary. In today's, you're like, Mom.
She does not care. Like, she'll find like a mission group or something, and she's like, I'm gonna go. And I'm like, okay.
That's where you get your spirit from. Yeah, because you're very like gung ho too, like, you know. So
and that's why sometimes we clash a little bit. And
I'm
like, she's like, I don't know where you get your attitude. I'm like, lady,
you raised me. Yeah. So what would you tell this person?
Honestly, I just tell her to be compassionate with her, to understand her more, because even though it's like a full circle of life, right? Yeah. Like, at some point, our parents are going to need us at any given time, depending on what happens. So I feel like it also depends on how well they get along in their relationship. Yeah. And how she can be there for her at that level of empathizing for her. Yeah. Like, can she relate? Can she not relate?
And learning to let go of control,
too. Is she triggered? Is she not triggered?
That's right.
You know, I feel like there's a lot that comes up, especially dealing with a parent.
Yes.
Because there's also all these experiences that you
childhood memories.
Exactly.
Trauma.
Yeah. So I feel like that plays a lot into, as an adult, the relationship that you have with your parents. If you haven't healed that, or if you haven't really gone through those motions, ultimately, some things are going to come up in those times of need.
So growing up, did you guys get along, you and your mom? Or was there some clashing?
I was closer to my dad.
So was I.
Yeah.
So was I. But my dad never really raised me, so he wasn't in the house. I was like, I would go visit him, you know, he would have me on weekends and stuff, but like my mom primarily raised me. But I was just a brat too. Like, I was very like, no, you're not going to tell me what to do, you know, all these things. So we clashed. We had a very bad relationship, honestly, growing up. But as I moved out and then I changed my life and started to realize my part in a lot of things, our relationship has got a lot better. You know, so it just takes time.
My mom, she worked a lot. Like, she worked a lot at night, so she was a nurse. So at night, she was always gone. And my dad owned a motorcycle shop. We still have it. It's my brother's now. But he would work during the day, and then he would watch me at night. So I was closer to him.
Exactly.
I feel like once my dad passed, we got closer to my mom, obviously, because she was there. And it was years later, I'm not little anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a different relationship for sure.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if something happens, or I'm like, she recently had her knee replaced, or she had something going on with her knee. I don't remember what it is. Sorry, Mom, I feel bad. I don't remember. But it was like 2 years ago. And I was here, and I drove to California like for a whole week, like in and out. That's a commute. Going to LA is a lot.
LA, how far is that?
It's like 4.5 hours.
I was going to say, and traffic.
And I was going to say, and traffic. And I'd be like, Valley. So that's like going out the other way. But I mean, I was there.
Good for you.
You know, so I'm like, okay, you don't know. Obviously, it's a scare. And it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
That's right.
Now she's like, oh, you'll be fine.
I'm like, can we just FaceTime?
No, but that was like the first instance that something happened and I was gone, or I was out here. So it was scary.
Yeah.
But then we got through it. She was fine. And I'm like, okay, but you just think of it time's flying. They're getting older. We're getting older. And it's like, oh no.
And grieving the loss of one parent, it has totally made me, as sad as that is, you know, like, it made me appreciate my mom more. Because I'm like, okay, now I only have one left. You know, you kind of take it for granted. You really do.
You do.
Going through that with my dad sucked. It was tragic. It was sudden. And it made me realize how much my mom really did always be there for me, you know, versus my dad. So like, I don't know. Let me see. It does suck to parent your parent, but so she's saying I can't take much more of this. So like
she sounds frustrated.
The mom is just spiraling.
Yeah.
Like the mom's like a hermit. You know, she needs a hip replacement, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. You know, and I don't want to do this. And
there's a lot of fear.
Yeah, exactly. So the daughter's like having to constantly talk her off of the ledge, and if you can't take much more of it, you know what you do? You take a break. Yeah. Like I would just tell my mom, look, I've tried to help you. You're going through anxiety and depression right now. Totally understand why. Nobody wants to have surgery. Mm-hmm. And some people are deathly terrified of surgery.
I'm deathly terrified.
You don't want to be put under?
No. When I had my ankle surgery, I was freaking out.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have to tie you down?
I mean, no, but I'm sure they gave me something because I was already crying.
Aw, you're like, my ankle.
Yeah, and they're like, we haven't even touched you yet.
What were you scared of?
I was like,
just the pain?
You know, I think I was going under anesthesia.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's like my biggest fear.
That's right. I think that's a valid fear.
Yeah.
Because a lot can happen.
And I asked so many questions. I think I like blinked out at one point and I was like, I started crying.
They're like, ma'am, relax. Yeah. This is going to take 5 minutes.
And I remember I was in the room and he was telling me, I don't even know what he was saying, but he's like, okay. He was like, do you want me to tell you when? I was like, no. He was like, okay. And then boom, I was out.
You're like, we're done?
Yeah. And I woke up and I was like, okay.
You know what? And I get it. I've had to have some C-sections, you know, with my kids. Mm-hmm. Terrified, you know, to get cut open, terrified of the surgery. So I get that. But at that moment in time, this is not a choice.
Yeah.
The baby's coming. We have to get it out. With this woman, she's scared. She doesn't want to have the surgery. You know, she's anxious anyway. So the daughter just needs to take a break. And that's why I said I would just tell my mom, I love you. Yeah. I've been here for you. I will be here for you afterwards, but I can't like make these decisions for you. Mm-hmm. And you have to let that fear go and take a break.
Yeah.
And maybe just if the mom calls, don't answer. Just be like, I'm going to ignore you for the
day. Just text her.
She's like, answer. I'm like, no. Nobody knows when, like, okay, so I have, like, we were talking about this the other day. Yeah. I know when you read my messages.
Yeah.
Nobody knows when I read theirs. I don't want anybody knowing anything I'm doing. So if I don't answer, I probably saw your call, ignored it. I'll call you back if I want. Is that mean?
No, because that's your boundary. I mean, my phone stays on Do Not Disturb.
Your phone is always on Do Not Disturb. I'm like, I don't think she's getting any of my messages.
I get them.
See? There you go. You have a boundary.
Yeah, I have a boundary. I have a personal, and then I have a Do Not Disturb, and then I have a full, like, block mode. Like, only 3 people can contact me.
Wow. Yeah. I'm not one of them, huh?
Actually, you're during my day one.
My phone is on silent at 9 o'clock at night. If someone texts me, it does not ring. But if you can't take much more of this, take a break. Yeah. Take a break. Tell your mom you love her. And your mom's a big girl. She can take care of herself, you know.
Or ask for help.
There you go. Ask for help and boundaries, like we just talked about. Yep. Set a boundary. Mom, I don't want to hear this anymore. You got 5 minutes to vent. I got to go grocery shopping. You know, like that's it. So that's all the time we got. Throw in our last question. I have enjoyed this so much. You were so funny. She was so nervous. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, you're just great at this.
This was fun. I love it.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Now tell everyone one more time how to get a hold of you for the teen program.
So for the summer program for the teen volunteers, you can reach me at jacqueline.ync@outlook.com, or you can go to yumanursing.com and then find our phone number and then give us a call.
Yeah, they're great. You're doing good for the community, and thank you for making me laugh and enjoying our new set. And this was great. High five.
Fun. Yay.
All right, we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.